What is going on, friends? I got a new studio and it doesn't look that much different behind me, but I promise you the rest of this room, and there's a whole other room right there, looks a lot different than what I used to have. It's a lot bigger. I'm making moves. Very cool stuff is happening with the team. My team, by the way, we have this beautiful new office. So I acquired this beautiful new office for my team. That is all stuff that I don't know that I thought I'd be saying 3 years into real estate, but I do. And this is a great spot. If you're at all familiar with Minneapolis, it's on the corner of 4th Street Northeast and Hennepin Avenue. Beautiful building, great tall ceilings, huge windows out there. It's an awesome place to spend time. We've done some YouTube lives there, shot a couple videos for the other channels, and it's such a delight. I'm honestly just so stoked to have this place. I'm so stoked for where I've gotten 3 years into real estate, which is why I wanted to make this video, which is why get into real estate. Let's go. All right, y'all, my name is Jesse Lynch. I run a real estate team in the Twin Cities, and I also work with 4 agents around the country and have basically 4 teams in 4 other markets. I would love for that to increase, so if you're in another area, kind of like what I'm talking about, get a hold of me and I'd be happy to work with you, and we can talk through what a partnership agreement and what sort of an expansion team would look like for you. But you can just hit me up at jesse@2thetwincities. Yeah, I get basically all the emails. I have way too many email addresses, but that's all good. Side note, apologies for what is probably somewhat echoey audio. Right over here, I have some sound baffles that we just haven't gotten up on the ceiling yet, but what are you gonna do? So what this video is fundamentally, I think, is the absolute best reason for why you should get into real estate, why a person should get into real estate, why somebody if you know somebody who's thinking about getting into real estate, or if you know somebody who's just like adrift trying to figure out what they should get into. If somebody comes to mind as you're watching this video, then send them this video. And if it's you, then cool. I think the best reason why a person would want to get into real estate, the coolest thing about real estate, the thing that I've enjoyed the most upon becoming a real estate agent and crushing it, may I add, is that it is fucking limitless. Pardon my French. I know a lot of sales industries are limitless, and yeah, okay, it's all good. I think there's nothing better than real estate. When I first got started in real estate, I wasn't even sure what I was going to do with it. I thought I was going to get a real estate license and then try to continue to be an investor. I thought getting that license would help it be easier to be an investor or an advisor to investors or something like that. But quite frankly, what I realized pretty early on in listening to podcasts and in watching YouTube videos about different real estate agents that you don't even know, right? Real estate agents who are, at this point, as obscure as I am, right? I'm not talking Ryan Serhant or anything like that. I'm talking just regular people who got into real estate, who started crushing it, who are literally unknown to most people other than maybe people who listen to a podcast or happen to watch an interview on a YouTube video. I realized that this vehicle is untouchable. The fact that a person can do so much for themselves and other people with getting fundamentally, in Minnesota, a 3-week class and passing 2 tests is pretty unbelievable. All in, let's say $2,500 investment. It might even be a little bit less than that, but let's say $2,500 investment, 3 weeks of your time taking a class, and ultimately, if you take it seriously, if you work your ass off, you can arrive at this place that is was literally not even in your world view, right, of a possibility for your life. At the end of the day, by getting your real estate license, while yes, you have to join a brokerage and you might join a team because there might be reasons that benefit you to join that team, the reality is there's no boss. There's nobody making your daily schedule. There might be some occasional meetings, even daily meetings, but it's still your day-to-day is yours to determine. Now, if you're busy your day to day is all to your clients, right? But I think for most people, the burnout that sort of comes with maybe working too hard or working too often, it's actually lessened in real estate. Look, I would like to acknowledge that I think I'm a little bit of a crazy person when it comes to work. I really like to work, and I think that's actually something that we should celebrate more. There's this idea that if you like to work, you're a workaholic, and that it's an unhealthy relationship with your work. Well, fuck you. I enjoy it. It makes me feel good, and the task, the chase, the getting after it, that all feels really good. And I have found that the burnout that comes with working very hard, working really long days, many days in a row, that burnout, it doesn't burn quite as hot, right? Or I guess it doesn't burn quite as cold as burnout with a regular job. Because the reality is, I'm my boss, I'm making the schedule. The reason that I'm burning out is because I'm busy. And if I'm busy, that means that I'm killing it. That means that I'm making more money than if I'm just busy at some other job that's, salary. Busyness at another job, often, other than just like the feeling of having accomplished something, but busyness at another job is fundamentally detached from you and your future and your lifestyle. Busyness in real estate is directly tied to your success and your income and your financial picture and your future and the possibilities of what you can accomplish. I don't love talking about money, and I think that maybe I'll do a little more of that on this channel. But yeah, I don't love talking about it because I'm a little bit more focused on the growth and the helping people, whether it's helping clients that myself and my teams get to help, or helping my teams and the agents on them sort of accomplish the things that they want to do. But at the end of the day, I couldn't have this office. I couldn't make all these videos. I couldn't do all of this without money, right? Money doesn't buy you happiness or any of that, but it does afford you opportunities. And if you are an opportunist, as in, are you a person who takes advantage of opportunities that are available to them, not necessarily takes advantage of people in a negative way because the opportunity is there? That is one type of an opportunist. But if you see a window, if you see opportunity and you take hold of it, you take the risk to see where that will take you. And it's very difficult to be an opportunist without the ability to make money, right? Or money with which to make things happen. Hey, side note, by the way, all this stuff's gonna be hung up, right? Like guitar, not the plant. Who hangs a plant up? But yeah, that picture, that'll all be higher. But I'm here shooting this video because I really wanted to shoot this video. What I mean by saying that real estate is limitless is, again, there's a limitless potential. I do not mean that you watching this or whoever you send it to will undeniably, achieve incredible things, right? That is not realistic. And in fact, more than 80% of the folks who get a real estate license do not renew it the next year, right? So it's an 80%, you don't even want to call it failure rate, dropout rate, right? And then of the 20% who stay, some percentage of them are just still thinking, oh, let me hold on, right? And eventually by 2 years in, some percentage of them leave, right? But every year there's new people coming in and falling away. If you are the kind of person who can acknowledge the opportunity in front of you and can realize how valuable this opportunity could be for you, and even if you're not this kind of person always, right? But maybe you have a very focused attention, right? Where there are certain things that you really care about and everything else can kind of piss off. First of all, I feel you. Second of all, if you can focus on the thing, the task at hand in real estate, which by the way is not just doing real estate. It's actually a lot different than that. I think I'll make another video on sort of that topic, things that they don't tell you at real estate school. They don't tell you what real estate, the business, actually is. But if you can acknowledge that this real estate license, I don't know why it's in my hand, but if you can acknowledge that this is an unbelievable opportunity for you, and you can focus on it with blinders to where that's the only thing that you're paying attention to, at least in your professional life, then you will have the ability to go places that you never imagined you could go. You will have the ability to build a life that you never imagined you could build. You will have autonomy to do the things that you think are important in your business. Not necessarily the things that you want to do, right? There's plenty of things that I do in real estate that I don't love to do. You'll be able to become a person that you didn't even know you could be. You didn't even know that there was that version of you in there waiting to come out, waiting for you to open the door. And if you're watching this and you think that you have that sort of a personality, then I think you'll be very glad you did. All right, y'all. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.